Hello, good morning, good morning. I hope you're doing great. And yesterday's video did not upload until later. So I did not upload the video based on a date. So today, if you're watching my videos synchronously, you may see that yesterday I missed the date on 20th. That's because yesterday's video is gonna be uploading today, and then today's video is gonna upload today. So today I'm gonna have two videos. So today is Friday, and I have a friend of mine who invited me for a party. And because a couple of days ago I learned how to make challah bread, so today I'm gonna be making a challah bread to take to my friend as to share with friends. So it's gonna be my first time making this bread. It's gonna be such a wonderful experience, and let's get started. Let me grab my phone real quick so that my phone has all the instructions in it. Make sure I remember. And I'm gonna be making this step by step. So let's get started. So which one do we need here? So I'm gonna grab all the ingredients that I need before anything else. Then we can move forward. Okay, we go here, right here. So what do we need? So we need first I need, oh no, never mind. Yeah, here we go. So I'm gonna need yeast. So yeast, where did I put yeast? So yeast is right here. Okay, so I'm gonna need the yeast. Our instructions here. Then I'm gonna need warm water. So I'm gonna have to put up my stuff in here, so that way I have everything organized. The econ cup this side. So to give you a context, I'm making something like this. I'm making a bread that looks like this. So I ate everything. I only have one remain, so I'm making another one. Like I said, I'm gonna be making this every single day. Every chance I can get, I'll be making this. So down here I will need this. I'll put this over here on this side. Then I'm gonna need all of this. Alright, so I haven't actually touched any of this that I just bought, this equipment, so I'm gonna need to assemble them. And then I forgot to charge my batteries on the camera, so I'm gonna have to switch cameras all the time, but it should be fine. So I need that. I need this. Need a trash can over here. Alright, so now I have this. Grab a camera real quick. So I have these measurements, and I also have these spoons in here. Then I'm going to have something to mix my yeast in. I think I'm gonna use one of the cup on here. Something in this cup. I'm gonna use this cup, the Catholic University of America cup. Okay, And after that, so I have yeast. I need a warm cup of water, so I'm gonna have a warm cup of water. So when they say cup, they mean this is 1 cup. So if it says 1 cup, this should be 1 cup. So and it should be warm. So I'm gonna pour this in here to make it warmer. The rest isn't it? It's not needed. I can just put in here. Then I'm gonna just pour a little bit over here. Okay, so that is 1 cup of water. Okay, so it has like one of a quarter cup, a cup, 1.5 cup, something like that. So it's all measured in all you need. Then I'm gonna need the eggs. Eggs down here. Okay, so make sure I don't forget any details. Then I'm also going to need honey, oil, plain water. My battery is dying, so I'm gonna do this quick. So I have wine and the salt and all that. So that's what I have. I'm gonna change my battery and I'll be right back with everything organized. I'll be right back in a minute. Ciao ciao. So I'm back, just changed the battery. So what I've done so far, I have added a yeast. I used the cup that is transparent so that I can see if the yeast is dissolving. So I added warm water, about a cup, much cup. I also measured the amount of 6 cups of flour, just keep in here, and I put 1.5 teaspoon, so a half is like really tiny, into the yeast. And then the instructions here says dissolve yeast in warm water, add little sugar like a small teaspoon, stir until it's dissolved, let's sit for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna grab something over here, then stir until it's dissolved. So I'm gonna stir the yeast. I don't know if it's visible here. I'm going to stir really fast. Stir really fast. Stir. This is the first step you have to take before you start making this beautiful, good-looking bread, and that's going to be absolutely awesome. So how far are you going? This should be enough. So I'm going to set for 5 minutes. Let me grab my phone that it has the best alarm. So I'm gonna go in here and set for 5 minutos, right, and wait until it resolves. So next step, I'm going to, and then after that, after it's done, I'm gonna beat the eggs. So beat the eggs, add the oil and the honey. Oil first makes honey stick less to your cup. So I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna add oil. Make sure you add oil and the honey in something that you'll be using for because you'll be mixing everything this bowl. Okay, so I'm gonna use this big bowl. Let's put this over here somewhere, our yeast somewhere. So I'm gonna grab our eggs. The eggs are over on this side. So this is our eggs in here, and it's going to be, so it says beat eggs, oil and honey. So remember, we need 2 eggs, correct? Make sure we need it. So it says we need beat 2 eggs. So I'm gonna beat 2 eggs. Let me wash my hands first. So 2 eggs is what we need. So grab 2 eggs here, and then, oh, eggs are so cold. I guess I'm gonna have to put my camera on here just for simplicity. Alright, I don't have to beat the eggs, but I'll try my best. I usually put the egg shells back in the tray instead of like putting them in the trash. Some people use egg shells to do like agricultural stuff, but I don't have farms, so that's what I'll be doing whatever I can. So everything you do, always wash your hands, just be clean, you know, you never know. So I'm gonna beat my eggs. What should I beat my eggs with? I'm actually gonna use my wonderful Chinese thing. Hopefully it does it, because I don't have another thing to use. Yeah. Actually, this doesn't work. Let me use something else that would work. Something that I would use to beat my eggs. Yeah, I'm gonna use this fork. So beat eggs really hard. Beat them really hard. Make sure they are beaten really hard. Alright, so put that in here. So the job for yeast is done. So I'm gonna put the yeast back. Everything get done, put it back. We'll separate the flour back. If you're done with something, put it back. Eggs, I'm gonna need eggs later, but for now I don't have to go back, so that way I have enough space for something else. Alright, so next thing is to have 3.5 cups of honey. So I'm gonna have 3.5 cups of honey. 3.5 cups of honey. So remember on my cups, these cups here, it does show 3.5. So this is 1 cup, 1.5. So 3 cups and a quarter. Like I say, 3 cups and a quarter. Yeah, that's what it means. 3.5 cups. Okay. So the alarm is ringing, and the reason why it's ringing is because it's supposed to be 5 minutes for our yeast, and you can see it's bubbling, right? You have some bubbles on the top. but I have to take some time. I want to keep it thing over there. So I'm gonna open up my honey. Then I have to measure 3.5 cup of honey. 3.25. You need too much cup. So it says area use one over the other. So it says use oil first, so I'm gonna use oil first. Okay, so let me see how many oil do I need. It doesn't say. Doesn't say how many oil do I need. 1 cup of oil. Okay. So I need 1 cup of oil. Okay, so I'm gonna add the 1 cup of oil. So start with oil first, because so this is oil, because when you start with oil doesn't stick on the bottom. That's what it is saying. It's a good advice. So mix that. Then put it over here. Then the next step is add. The next step is to add. Let me cross this. So the job for this is done. I'm gonna put this in here somewhere. Is to add 3.5 cup of honey. So I'm gonna count 1, 3, 2. How am I counting? 3, and yeah, 3 cups. 3 and 3 over 3 over yeah, 3 and a little bit, quarter. It's not too bad. So look like this after you add. So as we can see, the hand doesn't stick as much as you expect. I'm not gonna need any more cups, so I'm just gonna throw this in a dishwasher. Then I'm going to be mixing again. So mix and mix and mix and mix and mix and mix. Looks like a lot. I think I added too many honey. My bad. Okay, so mix. But the more honey, the more the sweet it gets. So that tastes like Japanese bread. add and add. Mix. Then that's it. Yep, that's all you need. Then I'm gonna go back to instructions and eggs, oil is ready, honey is good. Then add the yeast. So the yeast is already, so I'm gonna add the yeast in here. Smells absolutely good. So stir. Here we had it's fascinating that the honey is no longer stuck on the bottom. No, it didn't stuck on the bottom area, so that was good. But it looks like a lot on that time. Then I'm gonna stir. Then stir really hard. Okay, I think that's it. And the last thing, last thing is to add some salt into the flour. So you have to add a little bit of salt. Oh, this is a kosher salt, so I'm gonna add it like normal salt. So salt, don't put salt straight into the yeast because it's gonna kill. So a little bit of salt in here, then mix. Okay, then I'm gonna start now adding flour. Okay, so I'm gonna start adding flour and then stir, add, stir. I think that's the last thing I have to do. Combine the salt and flour together. If you put the salt straight to the yeast, you add the flour mix to the yeast mixture. Add the flour mix to the yeast mixture. Okay, so now I'm gonna start adding flour in here and start mixing. Mix and mix and mix. If you like to see how it looks like, so it looks like this as I mix. I think I'm gonna have less flour and have to add extra flour because for some reason I did not measure for the rules of measurement. Otherwise be able to stick. Either I did not measure enough flour or I did not measure. I'm not, gosh, be able to stick. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep steering and steering and steering and steering. It's a very long process that takes a large amount of time, but not too long, because this has been like 20 minutes doing this, so not too bad. So I need to add extra flour. If it doesn't stick, oops, oh, almost dropped in there. If it doesn't stick, I need more flour. If it does, that would be great, so I'll need more flour. But if it does not, I need extra flour in it, which looks like I'm gonna have to, because this flour is not, either I added the extra honey or the honey was too good, or extra oil or oil was too good. Either way, it's a positive thing. I don't see any problem with it. If I had to add extra flour or extra anything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add extra honey, extra flour, just for to make the stick. I'm not gonna measure how much is it. Maybe like an extra cup. Then stir once again. Now it's sticking. Now it's working. There we go. But I should be able to turn around with the spoon like this. Should be able to stick enough, so I don't need to stir with my spoon. If it's not, if it's still like this, that means something did not work. Yeah, I got to have to add extra flour on it. I like how it's buffing up, like it's pumping up. Like see, like it's moving up. So this is the process, and my camera is about to die, but I'm gonna have to turn off my camera. Then I will be right back with extra layer on it, with extra hands, because I need to put some hands in there, and start bumping it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put my camera right here, so that you can see, or I can see later on how I'm mixing it. Or probably like on this side. Okay, I'll push it a bit forward. So I added the extra oil in it, so that way if it sticks on your hands, that means you need the extra flour. I hope I'm doing it right. Damn it. Why is it sticking so many times in my hand? Yeah, something wrong happened somewhere. I think I may have exaggerated on the measurement for the flour. Because this can be 6 cups of flour, I definitely need like a whole of this thing, like all of it. Yeah, there was an exaggeration, it's on flour. There we go. Now this makes sense a little bit. I don't want to make a mess, so make sure I'm careful with this. I should have taken my Apple Watch off, but it's too late. Just want to say it smells really good. The yeast smells like alcohol. Did I forget something? Why is it not sticking? Why is it still sticking on my hand? Even after I added the oil and everything. I think I need to add a whole flour in here, so that way I have chance to add extra flour in it. So the ball is becoming really small over time. I was wondering, like, this is that's not 6 cups of flour, so I exaggerated on measurement for the flour, and I think I did the same mistake last time. Just wasn't sure how much I was supposed to measure, or how I should measure it. Here we go. Now you can see how it's moving, how it's getting out. That's because the flour now is enough, because earlier the way it was sticking, it was not good. I think it would be fair to add even more flour. Baking makes a mess all the time. All the time. Now my hands are getting really tired. for pumping this plate. Okay. Okay. This pump this. Ooh. Now it looks fantastic. This is why I need to go to the gym, because if you didn't go to the gym, this will be a nightmare. You have to pump it until it's pumped. Very good, very good. Oh, I can't believe it came this way, because I was really scared when when it was not when it wasn't working, not like working, but when it was sticking on my hands, I was scared, because if it sticks on your hands, something got to be wrong. Like you got to work on something. So I think I added too much honey in it, which is okay, because it won't be too sweet, because I added more flour to it. Or I did not measure correctly on the oil. Something happens. But this is occupying the whole entire tin. Yeah, who would have thought that today I'll be making the Israeli bread. So I want to make sure that I did not miss any part of the. You can hear it making some sound. That's yeast. That's yeast making sound. That's why it's making sound like that. But I'm gonna pump it for a long time. Okay, pump it, and pull it back. I think the more you pump it, the better, because it's gonna make it really good. I'm gonna pump it until like 945. 945. So it's good to keep the temperature at the maximum, so that way it doesn't oh my god, damn it. Wow, that's a lot of pumping. I'm really tired. Like, I'm about to give up. I think it should be good for now. Okay, I'm gonna make it look good. I'm gonna you see how big it looks like? Looks like a ball, something. All right. I'm just gonna make stick the bottom, give some room to breathe. It's like a normal dove. And then I'm gonna leave it for a few hours, then go to wherever I'm gonna go to. Then once I come back, give some room to breathe on this side, so it's able to come out. All right. So I'm gonna all right, so it's been a very long process. It took me 10 minutes to make this, almost an hour to get this done, but this is because it's the first time I'm trying it on my own, so the process should take more or less than that in the next process. So you know it's good, it's not sticking to your hands. So my hands earlier were sticking on it, now it's not sticking anymore. So as you can see, I touch it, everything's good. That's how you know the yeast is doing its job. So I'm gonna use one of the towels. So these towels over here, I use one of them to cover over here, so make it covered. And then, because it says, let me go back to instructions. Actually, my phone looks absolutely dirty. So it says combine the salt and flour, add flour mixture to the yeast, stir and then knead. Add more flour as necessary. Okay, so it's good. Add more flour as necessary. It should no longer stick to your hands but still be moisture. Okay, so I was good, I was correct. So it shouldn't stick to your hands, which is not. Then here it says let's let's rise for about 1.5 hours until it's double. So should be double, should be on this level. Then shape into pre-breaded loaves. Okay, I'll do that later, but one I'm gonna wait for 1.5 hours. So 1.5 hours, I'm gonna put the alarm in here. So right now it's 9:34 minutes. If I set an alarm for 1.5 hours, 1 hour and 10 minutes, then I should be back by 11:04. Gotcha. So I'm gonna put this back on here. This is my bread. I'm finishing this today. Then I need to wash that. Don't make the mess. So you can see right now, right? Like I'm clean. I did not mess myself. I wish every single person would cook like this, including my parents. You know, cook, don't make a mess. And also after you cook, put everything back where they were. So here we have this honey. Honey needs to go back to where it was. Excuse me. Damn it, fuck it. Then I'm gonna put this flour in here, all of it, so that way I can throw this in the garbage. This is garbage. I'm gonna keep this one somewhere because I'm not gonna need it for now. Then keep thing in here. This is in here. This goes back in here. I'm not gonna sort for now. Then I'm gonna do my house. My house is already warmer, but let me fast forward and clean my hands. But my house is pretty warm, so no problem. That means I'm gonna put. I could have put my dough over there, but I'm gonna put my dough in the oven. It should be able to stay warm in the oven. So I'm gonna grab it. Wow, it's so heavy. And then put it in the oven. Okay. And then close it. And I'll be back in 1.5 hours. But before I go, I'm gonna clean the dishes. My phone keeps getting dirty. Now clean dishes, clean everything, take everything off, make it clean as it was before I started, so everything gets back to normal. But I'm gonna need this space later, but no, I'm just kidding. Alright, that's all I have, and I'll be right back. So the dough is ready. I'm gonna go to the gym, do some workout. I'm gonna come back to 11 o'clock, and the dough should be ready when you can start baking. Bye bye, ciao ciao. Привет. So I'm back from earlier video. I have I've been coding here, so I've been writing a long list of codes. Why is my camera upside down? It's funny. But I've been writing codes because I have to do research that I'm working on, and so in my free time, that's what I do. Earlier I was making a dough for the Challah bread. I remember to pronounce it correctly, Challah bread, and I tried my best, but it did not rise as expected. But that's okay, because it's already 5 o'clock, so I have to make sure that everything's done by 8 o'clock, because I have something to do by 8 o'clock. So I cleaned this area, so it's very clean surface. You have to make sure you clean it with the soap and everything, because it's gonna be used for our stuff. And I'm gonna grab some flour here, and then toast some flour on the top, like this, just to make sure that it's it's very, as you can see, it's very clean. If the front cover is clean, then it's clean. I don't want to make a mess, so I'm just gonna put this back here. Jeez, I don't like mess. I don't like mess. It's not. So earlier, I went to the gym. After the gym, I went to the Trader Joe's. I bought some wine for me and my friends today's date. So this is some wine that I bought. This is my favorite one. It's called there's a wine around here. So beautiful wine. Let me grab some of the Dove. Grab the Dove here. So I'll take this out. I'll put this in here. So the Dove did not rise as expected, which is concerning because she should be able to rise, but it did not rise as expected, which I'm very concerned because she should be able to rise. It should rise eventually. I think this is the best way to see it. So over here it's fine. So something happened here. The Dove did not rise because I believe it was too big. A, because it's too big, or B, my yeast could have died, probably died, or C, I did not pound it correctly. But either way, it's very squish. That's what you need. Then I'm gonna get another one here, like this. All right. Then make another one like this. If you're watching this, it's the first time I'm making these things, right? So bear with me. I'm gonna be learning more and more. And also next time I won't make it too big like this. I'll make it smaller. I did all I can. I put the Dove in the oven. Still didn't work. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I needed like 6 or something. 3, 4. Oh, if it's hard to tie, that means I think I made it harder, too hard. Yeah, so these are 3 Dove, so I know that not 3 actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I make 8? I think I can make 8. No, I cannot make 8. This should be enough. This should be enough. This is gonna be very long thing. Actually, I need to divide this into 2. Divide this into 2. Then divide this into 2. So that way it's too smaller. It's not like too extreme big. Okay. Yeah, this is very dry. Should have been very soft. I guess I added too many. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I'm gonna divide this into 2 to 3, 3, 3. And what did I count that way? That was dumb. Never mind. So it's time to start my dough, and I'm gonna lower this and start making it longer like this. Making it longer and the longer and the longer like this. Okay. Then we make challah bread. If it doesn't stick on like hands, that means it's good. Like it's fine. Last time when I was making the bread, when I was making this one, it was this tiny, and it was when we baked it, it was huge. So I'll make sure it's stretched out as much as it can be, because it does get really big when it's warmed, when it's cooked, when it's baked, not cooked but baked. I need to stretch out this as much as it can be, make it as skinny as I can make it. It needs to be as long as it can be, but not too long where it doesn't fit, where it doesn't fit on the tray. So I'm gonna make these lines, these long lines here. That way they are too long. Can you believe this is like one bucket and this too big? Yeah, I think this is how it's supposed to be. Very wrong thing here. So I'm gonna cut off the camera and then finish all of them, and I will show the video while I have already done everything perfectly. So I think this is enough here. So cut the video off. So I'm gonna cut the video off and then get everything done. But I think this is enough inch. This should be big enough, but this is still big. I think this will be too skinny, because when you cook it, when you bake it, it expands, so it becomes bigger. And I don't mind it being bigger, but I want to ensure that this is the right size. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Other than that, let me keep baking. Let me actually not keep baking, but let me keep folding them until they're all perfect. Then I will be right back in a minute. Ciao. All right, I'm back. Whatever they say in Russian, but I'm back. I'm gonna make one more thing here before I can close off. So I'm gonna put some eggs in here, 2 eggs. There's 2 eggs right here. don't think I add anything in eggs. It's gonna be normal straightforward egg. Goes back in there. Always put the egg shells back where you got them. Alright, don't not take them. Alright, so wash your hands. I'm gonna beat these eggs, and after that I should start baking. The oven is already hot, and so this, I don't forget everything that I need to put in there. Alright, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Now I'll put this back. Alright. Now I want to say that I had too many. I already have too many doves, so I'm gonna put these ones in here and actually keep them. I hope I can keep them in the freeze. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but they should be, right? Should be in the freeze. I can do them tomorrow. Yeah, I'll put them down here. Okay, so I already made 2 of them, but I'm gonna show how to do this for the last one, so that way it's clear or perfect. It's really hard to stretch them. I think my what happened was I made them too dry, I'm pretty sure, because it's hard for me to stretch them, or maybe I'm too lazy, one way or the other. But either way, this works as well. So I'm gonna combine these two like this. All right, then squish them over like this. Where am I clear enough? Yes, right there. Looks like it's in the perfect position over here. There we go. Actually more here. There we go. So, and I'm gonna stretch this over here like a naked woman, and then I'm gonna push this on this side, then push this on this side, then push this on the other side, push this on this side, push this on the other side, on this side, on the other side, on this side, all the way until I get to the finish line. Then also squish this over like this, then make them as a circle like this. And then yeah, if it's not sticking, that means it's still dry, which I don't know how the bread is gonna look like. It's gonna look really different. So my oven is really hot, really hot. So I'm gonna put this on here. So I'm gonna move this over here in the middle, then this in the middle like this. There should be a space between the two, but one is bigger than the other, so nothing I can do about it. But here we are, perfect. Then I'm gonna spray over, excuse me, some of the eggs. But before I begin, I think my battery is dying out, so I'm gonna change the battery, put a new battery. I'll be right. Alright, I just finished changing the battery. Also the time is The time is 5:30, so I have to make sure that everything's done by 7 o'clock or 7:30. So I'm gonna dip in here using the one that I bought. So I'm gonna dip in here and then spray over. So I'm gonna do this with my camera on the top, so that way it's clear to make to visualize. Oh god, that's perfect. It looks beautiful. It's in the picture. Everything's in a frame. So wonderful. This is absolutely fantastic. What a creative ways of spreading the spray. So spray this over. Okay, put some eggs on it. So you can hear some sound. That's because I believe the oven was pretty hot. So I pressed this metal on the top of the kitchen, so it made the whole thing really hot. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be alright. So this is a baking sheet. This is called the baking sheet, because people there, they don't know. It's not gonna burn. It doesn't burn. So hopefully it doesn't burn, because if it does, then I'm screwed. I won't be able to make this bread anymore. But it's not gonna burn. They will not lie to me. So I'm gonna try my best to make sure that it's all spread. It all looks fantastic. It's all good. This one, I need a space between these two, because this is going to be touching each other, which won't be fun. They're gonna expand. So if they expand and they touch each other, it will not be fun. Okay, so ooh, look at that! Spraying something on the top of it. Stretchy. Spray and spray and spray. Is it called spray? It's called wipe. Maybe wipe. It's no spray, it's wiping. Wipe it all around. I'm gonna watch a video after this to see if I did it correctly. I'm also gonna send this video to the person who trained me, my trainer, so they will let me know if I did it correctly, if I tried it, if I did not. But I think I did a mistake somewhere, because it did not expand as I wanted. But over time, of course, it's gonna get bigger, better and better. Because I'm sure it's supposed to expand. It's supposed to expand and become bigger. So these eggs is what makes it better. Like, it tastes absolutely fantastic with the eggs on. It's the best you can ever have. There's already eggs inside, so having extra eggs on the top is absolutely the best. So, and remember, eggs are like meat. So technically you are eating meat on top of that. So the one that I made last time, I already finished it. I finished it. I drink coffee or tea with it, and it went pretty fast. And it's a very long process, which means I would have to be making dough pretty much every single day if I want to keep eating this every single day, because the hardest part is making a dough and actually getting to stretch this. So I need to get familiar with how to mix the dough, and then I need to make tiny next time, not like this too big. Make a dough and keep it overnight, let it rise really high, and then that's what I need to do. I think so. I need to ensure that the dough is great. Okay, so I'm spreading the eggs as much as I can, putting some random eggs. My house is pretty warm because of the oven. Extremely warm. I'm gonna put all the eggs on there, on the whole thing. Actually, I don't need to do all of that. So the last thing I'm gonna do is put some kosher salt on the top. So I'm gonna spray a little bit on the top. Put some kosher salt on top. I think minimum is better, not too much, not too little. Similar with this one. Put not too much, not too little. That's it. Then I'm gonna get sesame. So this is called sesame. Poppy seeds. And if you can see the camera, cameras are here. Oops. Poppy seeds. Yeah. I cannot tell where the camera is. And it's in my own camera. This one needs a photographer. Somebody to make me a video while I'm cooking. I'm gonna open that up. Then close. Then spray all over. Similar to this one. Spray all over. And similar to this, spray all over. Then I'm gonna have to do the sesame seeds. Yeah. I don't know how to open sesame seeds. Okay. Then similar, spray all over sesame seeds. Similar to here, spray all over. Same with this one. Then just finished. I'm gonna put everything in here. I'm gonna use these eggs to make something for eating. But other than that, it's time to put this in the oven. Alright, ready, set, go. The oven is really hot, extremely hot. I can lift with one hand, but it's heavy, but one hand is good. And I put in there. There we go. Then close for the oven is at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius, always Fahrenheit. And clean up. What did I do? I don't make the mess down here. Alright, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Just put in there, and I'm gonna count for 45 minutes. So I'm gonna grab my phone and my other phone and count for 45 minutes, and I'm gonna check again to see if it's done. Where is the other phone? Yo, I don't know where my other phone is. Right here. So I'm gonna put the alarm for up to 45 minutes of cooking. Then I'm gonna check I'm gonna check it for the next 45 minutes. So 45. Okay, this is going to be 6:25 is when I'm coming back. So 6:25. And I'm gonna watch a movie, a TV, call a friend, have a chat with somebody, and I'll be right back at 6:28, 25 to check it, and that'll be it. Starting to cook already. Wee! It's going to be fantastic. Fantastic. Alright. Alright, it's been 40 minutes, so I'm gonna check to see how far is my bread. Oh, look at that. I wanna get some lights here. Let me grab something to make it more visible. Okay, so I'm gonna grab something in here. So look at that. Look at that. Ashley, look at me. So it's very fluffy, extremely fluffy. So I'm gonna give it another about 10 minutes, and I'll be right back. So far so good. It looks like if it was fluffy, like if it did expand, it would have been so much better. So next time I want to make sure that the yeast, the water is not too warm. I think the water was a little bit warmer. So I'm gonna set another 10 minutes, and I'm gonna come back and check on it. So 5 minutos. All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna show that what I was doing. This is why I like schooling. So I was watching a documentary here on how the United States is almost always at war, while the US is always at war fighting. But anyways, so because Americans, we like to do things, right? We like to do things. So here I am actually programming. So I'll just finishing the data. Okay. So I'm doing a research at the moment, which is to understand. This is my data, is to understand does education correlates to income inequality? Does having more education reduce income inequality and increase institution effectiveness, then increase the rule of law in any given country? Or does it also, does it help with GDP growth, access to internet? And then I'm going to see how long that has been, like the timeline, the time series. So this is the data. This is the cleanest data. The data was very messy. I had to fix it, have to go around and add certain things. You can see this is the wrong code. I had Australia, I had Belgium, Canada, South Korea. These countries are known as OECD countries that are separate. So because I mentioned this in the first couple that's month, how countries like Rwanda, Uganda do not have enough data. So if I'm doing a research, I really cannot there's nothing I can do. These countries, I don't know if they are stupid, I don't know if they just don't do anything, or maybe I don't know anything about it, but they don't have data. They don't put the stuff out there. They don't put themselves out there. I mean, what can I do? I mean, if these countries were still under colony, I could have gone back and fight and become a president, right? But these countries, they have presidents, they have parliaments, they have institutions, they have churches, they have humans who think. I have friends who live there, right? They are smart, they are educated, they have access to technology. I don't know why they don't have I don't know why they don't have data. So now when I downloaded the data, I'm being honest, I'm using this technology here. It's not like I am being biased, right? If I was white, it would make sense. But this is something that I just did. Like I really just downloaded the data. This is the data, right? So you have balance data. The data contains all countries around the world, Africa, every country. Then you have another data here, then you have another data here, right? Then I combine all of them, and then to ensure consistency and fairness, when I run the data, this is what came out. All right, only European countries here: Canada, Costa Rica, Mexico, USA, Chile, Colombia, Israel, Japan, Republic of Korea, Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, France, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Turkey, or Turkey, so they pronounce it, UK, United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Estonia, Germany, Latvia, Lithuania, and Slovenia. Right, so there's no Russia not here. The Russia is not in here. So of course Russia is in the war. There's no Ukraine. These countries are in the war, so they didn't come up. Also, you don't see Middle Eastern countries except Israel. But this is like what, you know, I'm in Washington DC. We have access to IMF. When I moved here, my goal was to help poor countries, specifically African countries. Now I'm going through the same problem that people go through every single day. No data, no information, nothing. You're gonna find it even anywhere. Like what the fuck do they do? What the fuck do the Africans do? Like, what do you guys do? Like, why did you guys collect the data? Like I don't know what to say. But here I am, and like I wanna get a job in IMF, work in the World Bank. In no way I'm gonna defend these poor nations if they don't give me the information. As a student, I'm here as a messenger. I'm here to do good things. Okay, we are the Caribbean of the island, the pilots of the island back in the days. We are traders, we are businessmen. I'm an economist. I don't really have time to go there and collect data, right? The poor institutions, poor countries, I really cannot stress enough. So here I am. I'm just gonna test something else. But anyways, this is a final exam. Professors are gonna be impressed, but I'm not impressed because there's no Africans in here. There's no countries in Africa in here. This is like super exclusive. But anyways, other than that, I'm just gonna turn off the video, wait for 5 minutes. I have like a few minutes, and I'm gonna check to see if the bread is ready. Ciao, ciao. All right, it's been 10 minutes. Too quick, too fast. So check one more time to make sure that it's actually good. All right, this looks like a fantastic one. I'm not gonna go too harsh on this, but I think this looks absolutely wonderful. I don't have much to say here, but I am absolutely blown away by this. I mean, it's spread out. It shows that my bread was not really what can I say, it wasn't it was not sort of well done when I made it, so I need to do better next time. But I'm gonna do another 10 minutes to make it look better. But other than that, I think it needs to look more browny. There's still white in there, so I'm gonna turn it back to 350 and close the door. Then I'm gonna do 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Maybe I'm gonna give it actually. I don't wanna push too hard, but 10 minutes should be enough. And after that, I'm gonna close the lid. Then that should be, it should cook itself up nicely and cool. Then take shower, and that'll be it. able to eat some good food. All right, I think it's time we get it out. So I'm gonna count 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, that noise is very scary. But let's put this out. Let's turn this off first, and this should be good. Like, I've really given it enough time to cook. I think this area is so dirty. I need to clean it. Jeez, I need to clean this place. Every time I put my phone down, it's getting dirty. So I made the bakery here. I don't like not cleaning my place. It's gonna get cleaned. My house is extremely hot, like really hot, because of the oven. Okay. So, what can I say? I'm gonna show down here how it looks like inside the oven. So if I go right here and I turn on the lights, okay, this is much better. So you can see it looks brown, much better, and looks also good, I think. Yeah, this is the mistake that I made by not sort of including mixing where something may have gone wrong, whether the yeast died. I used the hot water. It's a mistake, because when I touched it, I remember the trainer told me, if you touch it, don't follow your hand, just make sure it's very not too hot. So I think the water was too hot. I killed the yeast, that's why it did not expand. So next time I'm gonna do better. This was a good experience. Other than that, I gotta take a shower and go to my friend's party Friday. Ooh! I also finished the data, which is like wonderful. So like, I can't tell you how hard it is to do data analysis and get this done. Like, it's the hardest part, like getting the data corrected, analyzed, and get ready for publishing. It's the hardest part. So you can see when you are doing something in a moment, like cooking, as you're coding, and you cook and you code, you cook, you code, you cook, you code, you code, you cook, you cook, you code, you code, you cook, you cook, you code, and you do that so many times, you feel so much joy. You finish cooking the wonderful bread, again, as you can see, and you are busy making data analysis. Do something that is very important. This is what they call education, knowledge, skills. That skill. So I'm really proud of this. And when I say I'm proud, it means it's been 9 years. This is 9 years in the making, having that feeling, that moment of being able to make something greater, something beautiful as you make coding. I mean, it gives you ideas, it gives you thinking. This is why rich people do eat simple food. Like, you go to rich people's homes, they eat simple, easy food. They take time, they cook it, make it nice, right? Nothing fancy, just a bread and a butter and some wine in here. So that was it. And I just want to call this video. It's a very long video. I'm gonna upload it in a moment. You should be able to go on YouTube by tonight. Other than that, thanks for watching. Like always, I think I will see you tomorrow. As always, have a good night. Bye bye. Ciao ciao.